I thought I saw something. I need to be sure.
So we've got credit chips and digipigs and ammo. Lead me to Erin, lady. Oh.
I don't know what to say. I thought there would be a chance to speak to him. To make amends. Or at least to hear him curse me for leaving him. I was prepared to accept that. I did not think I would find him like this. At least these vermin didn't get him. He's been gone for... Oh, clearly it's been some time. Look around. There will be correspondence from Jaeda Huang. I am sure of it. This cannot all be for nothing.
Well, somebody did set him up with a nice cairn. And since he's dead, I have no problem with looting the place. Just the useful stuff, though. They're looking for correspondence from Jaeda.
I could not accomplish that.
Got an Astra. That's kind of a new thing. Use Astra with the Bounty Hunters Guild to get weapons and armor. Nice drum beat. Have to evaluate it. Erin's Slate. This is from Jaeda. Erin, I know the last 2 years have been tough. I know you think we should just hide away from the world, but I can't do that. We lost so many good people, and the monsters that are responsible are still out there. Fake Serpent God won't punish them for what they did, but someone has to, so it's going to be me. I've joined the UC Vanguard. I know you'd tell me that's risky, what with our past, but it turns out it's not a problem. Remember how we used to joke about the Den being so lax about patrolling? Turns out that works for their background checks, too. And now, when I find those zealots, I'll have the UC backing me up. They're not getting away. Once I've got my hands on them, we can find out if they've heard of this Tomisar cadence you mentioned. Send word when this is over, Jaeda. So Erin mentioned Tomisar to Jaeda. That sounds like it's important. We're in scripture, heretic writings. We're gonna have to go to the den, sell this stuff. And an expert lock. Let's try it. Locks got a lot easier when they made it so we could just undo. Instead of having to remember which picks we'd reserve for which rings, we just try them. I think that's everything we came for. Hey, Andreja.
You found something. Please, let me see it. I should have guessed. Jaeda was always the one to run towards trouble. Of course she would still be doing it now. In her own way. She has been for as long as I have known her. Jaeda was younger than some of the other smugglers we contracted. There was concern she would be unreliable. As time went on, we called on her more and more often, eventually relying on her almost exclusively. She was sharp, a skilled pilot and very, very determined. Always talking about her big plans for retirement. How she would live like a queen. I am not surprised that she would desire revenge. But to go this far, we need to find her. But before we go, I've discovered something else. And I do not know what to make of it. Erin was composing a reply to Jaeda, but never sent it. It reads as if he was expecting the Zealots to find him. That they knew where to look for him.
Oops.
Clearly he had become paranoid, but that does not mean he was wrong. What bothers me, though, is that he mentions a name he should not know. Tomisar. Yes, I do. For all of my assignments in the settled systems, Tomisar has been my link to House Va'ruun. From him, I have received my orders, and he is the person to whom I have reported my success. He does not work with anyone outside House Va'ruun, and I am the only one who knows how and where to find him. Erin should never have heard of him. It is hardly that simple. We must first make sure that Jaeda is safe, and perhaps she will be able to shed light on this. Let us head for the den.
Yes, let's head for the den. Among other things, I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to fence.
Now that we are here, what will be our next course of action?
Docking complete. We're good to go.
I'm going to pause at this point and sell the crap, and then everything is sold, and it's time to move this quest forward. We can ask about Jaeda in two places. We've got the bartender down below, and we've got UC Vanguard. Let's go talk to Vanguard.
Compotech won't make?
I think I can sweet talk her into telling me something, especially if I grab a bottle of wine first.
Are we celebrating something?
Rayna!
Haven't seen you around here before. Welcome to the den. Rayna Marquez. I head up the Vanguard station here. Good to see another Vanguard pilot. You assigned here, or just passing through?
Just looking around.
Right. Okay. Good. Was afraid I'd gotten another transfer without any warning. Nothing against you personally, of course. I'd just like to know who I'm responsible for before they show up on my doorstep. You need anything? Say the word. We're short on luxuries here, but for a fellow Vanguard, I'll do what I can to help.
For Jaeda.
Huang? Really? There are at least 3 other pilots based out of here I'd expect to receive complaints about first. Before we get started, I have to inform you there's a formal review process for the Vanguard, so don't expect any action for a while, okay? Now, what is the nature of your complaint? Oh, okay. Sorry. Force of habit, I suppose. Jaeda isn't here. Hasn't been here in a while. In fact, she's following up on some sensitive information. I'm not sure I should disclose any more than that. Then I'd probably just be wondering how you have any information at all. And I might even be more concerned about your intentions. I don't really see how that's relevant. I'm sorry. I can't say anything more. Huang? Really? Before we get started, Now, what is... Okay. Jaeda isn't here.
Okay, so I could cycle back to the Persuade. Good.
It's not something I can just blurt out.
So, negotiation gives me stuff, but I'm going to start off with...
I do understand. I hear you. I'm still willing to talk. I suppose it's not the end of the world. Jaeda came in a bit ago, all fired up over some hot lead. She's been focused on zealots ever since she was assigned here, but this was a whole other level. She was headed out to Groombridge to track them down. Never seen her so fixated. And if you know Jaeda, that's saying something. If you're headed out that way, be careful. Wouldn't surprise me if she's getting into all kinds of trouble.
Oh, thank you very much, Ree.
Fly safe.
Super Ed Ultra.
Hello.
Let's go.
Nice. Clean set there.
Groombridge. Way out in the boonies.
Our daring voyage in the oceans of space brings us here.
Unidentified ship. You are not authorized to be here. State your business. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here? I don't know you, and we don't have anything to talk about. You are interfering with an official Vanguard operation, so I'm going to need you to vacate this orbit immediately. Shit! I've Got multiple ships inbound. Too late to run. Sure hope you're prepared for a fight.
Oh, lady, I am so prepared.
Prepared to face judgment?
Target enemy shield generator has been locked out.
Nailed their grav drive.
Enemy's grav drive has been received.
I'm sure not going anywhere for a while. So why don't you tell me what the hell you think you're doing, showing up here now? Years after the fact? With nothing in between? You'll have to forgive me if I find that hard to believe. Suspicious, even. Look, my grav drive is fried. I need time to repair, if I can even manage it. You didn't take the opportunity to blow me up. So either that's not your goal, or you're playing some long game. You want to explain yourself? I can't stop you from coming over here. But I'm gonna be armed, and it's gonna be aimed at her head. Just so we're all clear.
Seals are good, air pressure good, and we're docked.
Let's get this show on the road.
How can you possibly show your face?
I am glad to see that you are safe, Jaeda. I am sorry if this is difficult for you.
Difficult? Are you serious right now? You set us up, killed my friends, and then a decade later you show up like nothing happened? Have you lost your mind?
Set you up? I was not behind that. It was zealots, you know that. We were all attacked.
Don't bullshit me. Not now. And who the hell are you? Her backup dancer? Okay. Clearly I'm fine, relatively speaking. You've got some explaining to do, though. What are you doing here with her? You don't look like Varun to me. Worried? Worried she hadn't finished me off, maybe. I knew it was only a matter of time.
What are you talking about? I have never acted against you.
You know, for a while I told myself it was a coincidence that you disappeared once the shooting started. That you were long gone when the dust settled. Told myself, no, it couldn't possibly be her. Not after all those years we spent working together. We're friends. So I went after the zealots. And then I found out the truth. Your damned High Council. They knew. Told the zealots where to find us.
That's not true. That cannot be true.
Oh, it is.
How? How do you know this? If you have proof, I need to see it right now.
You don't get to demand anything of me, Andreja. I know what I've seen! I don't have... It doesn't work like that. I've put things together over the years. Slates, communications, interrogations.
A name, Jaeda. Give me a name. You must have heard one by now.
Tomisar. Tomisar Kadik. That's the bastard from the High Council who's been helping the Zealots.
And did you hear this from Erin?
Erin? What? No. I haven't talked to him in a year. What do you know about it?
Jaeda, I swear on the Serpent himself, I would never betray you. I need time to make this right. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I am not giving up on this. I've tracked them this far, and I'm going to see this through. You want your proof? Well, they have it.
I trust you are well.
You think you've won, do you?
That's him! That's the bastard responsible for the ambush! If you're not lying to me, then you better help me take him down. destroy you both! Get back to your ship!
I smile today in the knowledge that the Great Serpent has truly blessed my ship and my crew. My
Lamps
absence has
released.
delivered unto me the dregs of our purge years ago. The awful that escaped our righteous justice.
We have to
Mr. Mothman Tribe, who betrayed the charge laid upon them by the Great Serpent, gave you over to us to atone for their sins.
It always irks me that you escaped the fate you deserved. But now, the serpent sets my mind at ease, and in
Hey,
his name,
Captain. Need help with anything?
I will cleanse your filth from this universe.
He talked for a long time after he died. So, Andreja,
I do not understand. It cannot be possible that the High Council would betray us like that. He must have been lying. That is not an option. Even if we could reach them, you are a non-believer. You would be killed. Something about this does not feel right. This message. The code at the bottom. I have seen this before. I know where we need to go. I must explain. House Baroon values secrecy above nearly all else. Those of us sent out into the settled systems, we cannot return. Maybe not forever, but certainly until our mission has been accomplished. When we are assigned a mission, we are taken to a point outside of House Baroon's domain. We do not jump ourselves. We are never given the coordinates for Varun Kai, our homeworld. We literally cannot return. Only a select few are ever trusted with that knowledge. I can never go home. Unless I am permitted. Perhaps there is. I cannot travel to my home, but I can reach out another way. But it means putting you in danger in a way you have not been before. I cannot say for certain what will happen. Thank you. That means a great deal. There is an old derelict star station where I may get answers. I know that seems vague. It will become clear when we arrive.
okay. Gonna refresh my experience buff, which I haven't been doing in this run so far. It's a bit of the run.
Hope you are sufficiently rested. Who knows what this day will bring?
So I kind of overslept. All right. So we are headed to the derelict station.
Carrying us home.
Not bad. Hey, will you write it down so I can carry a copy with me?
I'll copy down too. You know how you lose things. I still don't know how you lost that picture of Nibbles the comet-eating bunny.
So, Mr. Tomisar
Nice clean talk
cadence
there.
should be online here.
Captain, hello.
Follow me.
I am
I will say
satisfied
again,
to see that you
There is
survived your
danger
most
for you
recent
here,
sleep
likely
cycle.
for us both. I need you to trust me. These stations were built by the United Colonies during the Serpent's Crusade. They were abandoned when peace was brokered. They are an excellent place to hide in plain sight. Before we go any further, I cannot stress this enough. Keep your weapons at your side. Do not make any sudden moves. Do nothing to appear hostile. Thank you. Please give me a moment.
Gotta look around. There's a contraband cache. A whole ton of contraband just sitting there. I know. I don't need the money. I really don't need the money, but... Gonna lead me past an armory like this, I am going to stop and smell the weapons.
And it seems you've brought someone with you, which is disappointing. Completely against the rules of our arrangement. Do you care to explain yourself before I relay this to the High Council?
Yeah, I should have looted that on the way out. Sorry. Sorry, I'm coming.
I am not the one who needs to explain himself, Tomisar.
I am surprised at all. What has gotten into you? This is very unlike you. Almost insubordinate.
I know what you have done. The messages you sent.
You are not making any sense. Of course I send you messages. That is how this works. That is how it has always worked.
Not to me. To the zealots. To the fanatics who murdered my friends, who tried to murder me.
You must be mistaken, or perhaps confused. Nothing like that has ever happened.
Enough! I have the transcripts, Tomisar. You told them where to find us.
Now, let's just take a moment. No one wants to make accusations they might regret. You are from that Constellation group. I've heard all about you. You have turned her against me, filled her head with lies. This will not be allowed to stand. Insolence! You have corrupted her!
I said enough! This is between you and me.
This has gone far enough. Talk some sense into her at once. Neither of you would dare lift a finger against me. Against House Varun. No! If you let Andreja hurt me, I am her only link to the High Council. To House Varun. Without me, she can never return home. You must make her listen to reason.
He is responsible. He deserves to die.
Did you not hear me? You do this, you lose everything!
I heard you. I know what it costs me. But he deserves it. Does he not?
I'm gonna let her kill him. Unless we can figure out some other way.
I do not know. Maybe. Maybe if the High Council sees what he has done. Fine. Consider yourself fortunate. You get to live.
This is not over! The High Council will hear of your treason!
Perhaps they will hear of your actions as well, Tomisar. Think on that. Come. Let us leave this place. I wish to return to the lodge.
You will regret this!
I didn't expect that to be so easy. I was hoping to leave him alive, because we have a DLC coming up that I think centers on House Varun, and I suspect having him alive will be an interesting thing in that DLC, as much as I wanted that suit. And we looted everything on the way in, so I don't need to loot on the way out.
Captain, it is.
Separation complete.
Company Andreja to the lodge. I do have contraband. Going to make a quick stop in Den.
In one instant, the stars are rearranged.
Dad, do you think Solomon Coe would have liked me?
Sure. Everybody likes you, don't they?
Do you think he would have liked you?
Well, if you listen to your grandpa, Solomon Coe would have given me a good whooping. But I think he would have liked the man I grew into.
Docking in 3, 2, 1.
Selling stuff. Sold my stuff.
Ships released.
Sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colonies' collective nose.
So it said a company Andreja, and then it's got a blue marker way back
I know
here.
everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible.
So this must be Andreja's room.
How can I assist? Thank you for coming back here with me. I fear that After all that has happened, I am unsure of my place in House Barun. This room may now be the only place I have left to call home. It is reassuring to hear you say that, but still, I do not know how to live without some connection to House Barun. The Great Serpent has always been a guiding force in my life, the force that drives all that I do. What if I have lost that?
I'm gonna go with that one.
Yes, that is true. Whatever else has happened or will happen, the Great Serpent still holds a purpose for me. You have been by my side through all of this, the most turbulent time in my life. And you have supported me, faithfully. I have never been able to count on any single person the way I have with you. If I am repeating myself, you will have to forgive me. I cannot overstate what it means to me.
Oh, let's see here. I was gonna be best friends with everyone. I think I'm gonna hit the romance on Andreja this time.
Well, that is... I am sorry. I need a moment. I admit this is a surprise. I did not quite realize you felt this way about me. But if you mean it, my feelings are not so different from yours. We must be clear on one thing from the very beginning. I do not share. If you are mine, then you are mine alone. No one else will come between us. If that is not a commitment you are willing to make, I understand, but I will not compromise.
So I don't flirt with Sarah. Fine, I haven't been flirting with anybody.
Then truly nothing can stop us. We will be a force to be reckoned with. You have brought a joy to my life that I could not have imagined, and could never have expected. With you at my side, love, I look forward to everything that comes next.
Okay, so she's now an ally. And we are firmly on the romance track with her. And what have we got? Still need to deliver the operatives to Neon. We still have our background checks. Kind of dumped out in 15 minutes into this recording at the end of the mission.
Ah, a face I never mind seeing. What can I do for you? I know that tone. Very well. What is it? Thank you, dearest. You are not so bad yourself. Thank you for the conversation and everything.
So the next question is, where do we want to go from here? I think we need to head back to Ryujin. What do you think? I'm going to see if I can shuffle some things around in the edit and make this the end of an episode. And we're gonna sleep it off.
Last night